video, I want to look at a guide to nomadic romance. A real nomad should seek love in similar lines of work, and why I actually think about it's a good thing to seek love in the similar line of what you do, because how it can even start getting fun for y'all. I myself being a real nomad started as a real nomad, real marketeer, real nomad because I like to travel, and then became a real entrepreneur, build my businesses, and where I can work from anywhere and get things done, and all those the opportunities are there. So as more I do it, I get to travel. It came to a point when I try to date. If I date a person who's doing a job in London, if I was doing a date, it's a person who's in the medical. I had those industry people that I went on dates. I got to know. I tried to work things out. But like I could get on a flight and travel on a Tuesday and a Wednesday and come back and all those things, but the other person can't. And I had to wait for that. And even for the person, they had to wait for their own holiday period to do that, even going on a Friday evening and coming back on a Sunday, which I have done. And which becomes more stressful. But if you are a real nomad, I used to be really a real nomad, that because one of my reasons of why I got into real entrepreneurship is because I wanted to figure out a career that I can explore the world, see the world, work from a laptop, work from internet connection, run my entire life and the business, my staff and all the things. We have offices, but after even the pandemic, things got even right. Really got to build take things to the level of like location independence work style. We have the offices where people come and work on the remote shifts, but if you are a real nomad, if you love it, there are thousands of like tens of thousands of people. I think millions of them are real nomads in the world and actually look actively looking on Google. That's what I want to put down to this thing. And if you are a real nomad, you should seek love in the similar lines of work, and it becomes really fun. I've lived it, I'm living it, I know exactly what it's about, like, and having that exact lifestyle that you have the freedom to do. And if you have a partner who also do the work while you guys can actually work on the plane while traveling, work in the evening, travel in the daytime, go to the beach, swim, come back, play some tennis, play some badminton, play the things on the daytime and the stuff, and I'll have sex, have wild sex, and read the did between the lunch break, all those kind of things. Of course, you need to have discipline and all. If once you work it out to get the things done, get the work done, make life really the living heaven. Deal nomads, dating deal nomads, I think it's the best thing. So I will be talking in the future videos about the best dating apps, what dating apps like, how my experience with Bumble and why it's better than Tinder or Hinge, or what's good Tinder for where, which countries, the trends, what countries are good for Tinder, what countries are good for Bumble, and what European countries are good if we are traveling as a dual nomad, and pretty much, and also for guys, really, right, how to utilize a profile, because I find the quality of the woman on Bumble is pretty high though. And if you know how to portion your profile really well, put up a professional profile, make sure there are some things. I'll share those experiences, what worked out. I tested the Bumble app for such a long time, and I know how it worked and what the dynamics are like. And because some of my friends used to tell me like, oh, like Bumble doesn't work, and they are professionals, like I'm like, there is a way to it to make it work. There is online dating. They go on the hustle, they go on the club, they go on the pub. 6 7 hours of a day is gone. Go from the point of going in the evening, getting ready, being on the night, trying to meet someone. Chances are not even you're meeting the right person, because most of the good girls are hustling or at home just taking care of themselves. Even the guys, most of the good guys are building a business. They are not getting wasted in the club. So girls, like, good guys are at home hustling, so you got to find them digitally. And then I'll talk a lot of things like, guys, even how to put up the profile, even for girls. Like, if it is a smart guy that you want to date, how you should be having your profile up in a manner, because most of the places, if you tell the name or if you drop one of the social medias, and if they are smart to find your name, they're going to look at your new Google, what appears. All this comes into place to before the interaction. These are pre-qualifications. They will judge you, they will try to, all these things can be done, and the world is actually going to rise to your allow articles. It's going to go live in London Business News. Hopefully by the time you see this video, it might be live on londonbusinessnews.com website. And That article talks where I explain about how it's going to be really rising people if you are smart, if you want to really do the stuff that you care while traveling and exploring, being in the nature, not in the club, getting drunk or getting a beer and trying your best to talk where another hundred of the guys are also competing. So your chances, if you don't have that calibration, you can't score on it. So all the posts actually gets that. So there are also dynamics. I've done how to work it out, like how can you work out skills like dancing and all. But I've done it. But when it comes to digital, there are some factors, things that you can do that you can really work it out just to on demand to find a partner, a love, a date, and things like that, and take things to the next level. And you can pre-qualify by doing it even before trying to meet for the date. So that saves your time because time is money, you know. And so these are the things I will be bringing on the Fernando Life YouTube channel. And if you like to listen, subscribe. Let me know what are the areas that I should be covering. I'll be talking comparisons about Bumble versus Tinder, why I believe what, and what trends, what are the user stats and the data in which countries for these apps. And so I've written those guides as well. You can see on the fernandoraymond.com blog. And yeah, deal nomads, make sure you find a partner, find love, find partners, because life becomes really fun, you know, when you know how to find a person also doing the stuff that you actually do together. You guys blog together, you guys cook together, you guys kiss together, you guys fuck together. All those things, it becomes really fun when you also have a person. Because if the lines, I've done my dating, it's totally different fields of work and the time wise the, because by the time you finish working, that person comes and you're tired or they're tired, and you basically want to have a chill and you want to travel, they can't travel, they have to wait for a long holiday, all these things. So leave them for them. And if you are in the digital world, where in my world where I teach you about real entrepreneurship, make sure you check the Real Entrepreneur channel, which you can also really go into details about DL entrepreneurship, DL nomadism, all those things. So I will be covering other future videos about the topic of digital love and how, from my experience, how I've seen it, how I see where it's going, and what you need to do to really score online if you want to find a cool person, you know. So that's about it. Life, like the life becomes like pretty fun. So I'll bring a lot of exciting news and exciting things about how I used online dating apps and my research on that, and a lot of data, and I'll try to interview some of the people as well. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.